All right, Clay Harper, General Manager Pro Downhill Series, coming to you from Killington, Vermont. We just wrapped up the 2025 Fox US Open of mountain biking, and it was a wild week of racing. We started off with 4 inches of rain on track walk day and open practice in the mud, and we capped the weekend off with a final race in perfect sunshine, almost dusty conditions. We had 97 athletes in the men's open class, 34 athletes in the women's open class. We crowned the US Open champions, we crowned the series overall champions today, and we paid out nearly $70,000 in prize money. Overall, a fantastic cap to a great season of Pro Downhill Series racing. Our series host, Lars Tribus, caught up with the winners.
Allie, you're the 2024 series overall champion. You've been chasing the World Cup and absolutely lighting it up. And you just came here so close last year to taking the overall at the Fox US Open of mountain biking. It's a big paycheck. Yep. You just did it. How does that feel for you?
Yeah, it's been 4 years in the making, I guess. I've come here like ever since it's been in Killington, and I just every year it's been so close. I've been closer, and then this year Nina's not here, but it feels good to finally get that top spot.
Yeah, so you actually delivered a really, really impressive run. It was actually a fairly wholesome gap to second place. Can you tell us a little bit about your run? Like, was it something very different or just Allie being Allie?
It was definitely Allie being Allie. Like, I was back to doing my singing. Like, I was up top and just having fun with the guys that were up there. Like, it was so relaxed, especially after the World Cup season with so much pressure, kind of. And having like this race and how the vibe is so like hyping, and it's not like go, like blah, blah, blah. I think the only like thing that's like, oh, you have to win is just to get the money. It's not, no one's putting pressure on you except for yourself. So that's a nice feeling to just have fun with it.
Awesome. And you're going home with a really nice paycheck because not only did you win the overall today, but you won the whole shot award. So $17,000 in your pocket. Where are you going to go next with all that money?
Oh, I don't know. I know my mom's not going to let me spend it all. I'm kind of bummed about it, but I'm definitely going to give it a go. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I'm definitely excited to go have that money to spend.
All right, well, amazing job. Congratulations. Our Fox US Open 2025 downhill champion. Huge paycheck for you. Good feather in the cap of an already impressive resume. Congrats.
Thank you so much.
So we're here with Camille Balanche, first Swiss downhill mountain biker to ever win a world championship. Congratulations. You're the current Swiss downhill national champion, and you just came and did second at the US Open. How do you feel racing on the US soil, and how did your day go?
Really good. Honestly, like I wasn't expecting anything really. I came to fight the jet lag and be ready for the next World Cup. So I was just curious to see how it is and having a good time, and it delivered. So I'm super stoked I came and I had a good time.
Excellent. What would you say? Any surprises? Was there anything different about this event that you don't typically see?
I was at the track. The track is really different to any other track I've been to. Like it's super flat and it's not really technical, but still you have to carry speed all the way to the bottom, and it's kind of hard also with the condition changing all the time. It was kind of tricky to get the flow. So also the track was for sure special, and the schedule was just really good, almost like a World Cup. So that was cool.
Excellent. And last question for you, Cami. You're coming here and preparing for a couple more rounds on the World Cup. Did you look at today? Was it a little easier, just like the mental pregame, because you didn't have much pressure? Was it easier just to find your flow state and ride, or same as any other race?
I don't know, like a bit same as every other race. Like I struggled a lot in training here, but then the track dried out a lot, so that helped me for sure. Like that's why I felt like less scared to ride fast, and so I was like just hitting my line and find the flow. But I always have a bit of like when it's a race run, my brain turned on and I just go for it, and so I think it was kind of similar to any other races. But I was really happy that the track was a bit easier today.
Here with Aletha, you were in contention for a series overall. You were sitting in second. You knew you had to perform, and the beep sounded. You came out of the gate. Then what happened?
I literally took my first pedal and almost went over the bars because my chain snapped right in the first push. I realized that I had broken the beam, and I just pushed as hard as I can to the bottom. And every single second where I was like, I probably should be braking, I just didn't and just let it go. It was insane run. There was some guy in the middle point that was like, pedal. I was like, I can't. And then I came down like kind of sad. I was like, no way. I stayed like top 3. That was like top 5 was my goal, but top 3 is insane. And they called out second. I was so stoked.
I was there to see your face. It absolutely lit up. The very first thing that I thought when I saw your result was, wow, this is reminiscent of what Gwin did many years ago, where he snapped a chain and win. Nico Mullally did it at World, snapped a chain and got 4th. And you basically, technically a belt, but same thing happened to you. So were you shocked? I mean, what's going through your mind right now?
I was shocked, but I feel like it made me push harder because I just wanted it that much more. Like even at Mountain Creek, that was my downfall, and I just was able to push through it.
Fantastic. So you came into the finals in second in the series. Did that put extra pressure on you? Did you feel kind of a struggle to determine go full in and race for the win, or ride well and lock a position in the overall series?
I knew this race overall, I had to push as hard as I could. This was like make or break in my head for me. And I knew I couldn't really, me and my dad sat down and did the math. I didn't think I could beat Kailey at all. But yeah, it was a good run.
You kept it very exciting. So last question, would you say that this is the highlight of your 2025 season so far?
I would say so. I put all my efforts toward this race and it made a big difference.
Awesome. Incredible job, Kailey.
Thank you.
Good job. So Dakotah, Norton, absolutely epic performance. This is your 3rd U.S. Open win, and I think probably more meaningful than a lot of them. We saw your emotions at the finish line. Can you walk us through what this win really does?
I don't know, man. You've been chopped open too. It's hard to explain to people how gnarly the injury I went through was. It's not just like I broke my femur in the middle of the femur and they put a rod through it. It's like they cut me huge. Like it's a huge incision. They opened it up and had to move all the muscles out of the way. Like you got to think that they reattached my hamstring, and the amount of pain that it's been to even ride, and you're getting up in the morning and you're tight and it's hard to believe in yourself. I wasn't even gonna come to the race, and Clay called me and he's like, dude, what's going on? Are you coming? And I was sitting in Switzerland and I'm adding up, flying back to Tennessee, driving up here, and I'm dude, and he helped make it happen for me. So man, to go through what I went through, I felt in the winter so far from racing, so far from being at the top. And it's a pretty star-studded, it's no slouch of an event. There's a lot of really fast guys here, and yeah, definitely was struggling with self-belief. So to win the U.S. Open with so many fast guys for the 3rd time, man, sometimes things happen that you don't know you needed that you really needed. So it's pretty cool.
Very cool. Yeah, and we've all seen, the progression you've made. 9th at World Championships just a few weeks back. I know you were pretty pleased with that run. What does this do, just for your overall mindset going into 2026?
I mean, I've said the whole time, I need a winner. I need time to get back strong. I actually can't even do, even to a 90-degree squat with my left leg. I now can do lunges without pain, but with no weight. So I definitely need time to get strong again. And I think that even though the track here at the U.S. Open was super physical in terms of pumping, it didn't have the big compressions that really that I struggle with at the World Cup. So when you're really dropping in and it's that you feel like you're doing a bench press, So here you needed to have finesse and flow and catch the backsides and carry momentum, which is something I'm proud of, that I'm pretty good at. But going into the next few rounds, even this year, the next 2 rounds, it boosts my confidence huge, because I was genuinely feeling pretty bad about myself. And Champery was amazing, but the season in general, it's just hard to adjust to being kind of off the pace. And the self-belief it takes to be on a World Cup podium, you really have to have confidence. So I think it's really going to help these next 2 rounds, and then also leading into 26. Once I get a winner under my belt, I'm really excited to go race and fight to be back at the front and win World Cups.
And we're looking forward to seeing it, and there's a lot of us that have no doubt that you're going to make it happen.
Thanks, man. I think through the weekend, if you see where I'm at and what I was able to do and the belief I have that I can be a World Cup winner, man, I'm hungry and I'm ready to push for it.
Outstanding. Well, there you go. 2025 Fox US Open of mountain biking champion, Dakotah Norton. So sick.
Thanks, brother.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right, we're here at the 2025 Fox US Open with Richie Rude. Richie, you have just led an incredible career and another mega milestone, winning the first Enduro World Championships this year. We've been seeing you back out here on a downhill bike, and today it seems like things clicked. You got it figured out. Tell us about your run.
Yeah, I had a really good run. I mean, yeah, just track is a lot about like carrying speed and good momentum, and I feel like I'm pretty good at that. So, yeah, my run was good. I feel like I started off pretty strong in the run, and just, yeah, it was a lot drier than practice. So, like, you had to kind of figure out the speed you had to go, and yeah, I think I was like a second or so down on DAC on that one, and then yeah, just kind of built into the run. And obviously with it being so pumpy and stuff, like the intensity is quite high. So yeah, just built into it. I think I hit all my lines in the middle and everything, and then at the bottom just tried to really like charge and pedal hard to try and like make up that time if I had to. And yeah, ended up I think 0.6 behind Dakotah, so made some good time at the bottom, which I think helped a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you kept it very exciting in the finish line crowd. Everyone was at the edge of the seats, especially we know you're an East Coast guy, so you've been out conquering the world, but this is your roots, so it was great to see that. Coming off seeding yesterday, really strong seed. Did you get up into the gate today telling yourself, like, I'm winning today, this is my day?
I don't know, like I don't know if I was that confident, but for sure, like when I was coming into the section before the whoops and I was hitting one of the berms pretty hard, I was just thinking like, this is cool. Like I feel like I could be on for a good run right now, and it's nice to have that confidence like mid-race run and when you're thinking about it. So yeah, I felt like you know, I could push for the win and go hard, and I think that's definitely a nice feeling to have, especially like coming from all the World Cups this year. It's been pretty hectic and just hard to qualify. So yeah, it was good to be here and kind of have that feeling again.
All right, excellent. Well, really strong performance this weekend, and hopefully the Stoke carries you into next couple races with a lot of energy, enthusiasm, and just a little bit extra fire.
Yeah, really looking forward to it. I think this race is such a good warm-up for going into, like we'll go to Lake Placid next week and then MSA, and I think it'll be kind of similar tracks, but yeah, it's good to be here. And I was doing US Open back in 2008 in New Jersey, so yeah, it's nice to come here and have another good pro result.
Fantastic. Well done, Richie. Great to see you.
Thank you.
All right, here with Troy Brosnan at the Fox US Open of mountain biking. What a performance. You came in, I know you've raced this event once before many years ago.
Yep.
It's been a while. This year you came out swinging and got yourself on the podium. You had us all at the edge of our seats. Small margin between first and third, so tell us about your day and, you know, your overall thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, this race was, I guess, an in-between race for me coming off the last World Cup and before going to Lake Placid. So I didn't really want to stay in Europe any longer, and I obviously love traveling and being in the US. So yeah, I thought, why not come here and have some fun? Obviously, Monster Energy is a massive sponsor, and you know, just to be here and ride and race for them is good. So the day went really good. The track dried out a massive amount, and it was rolling super fast. So the run was like on another level. Like the track was going so much faster. You were hitting stuff a lot harder. I was bottoming out my suspension like crazy, but yeah, tight times. Obviously, with a short track that we have here under 3 minutes, it's always going to be tight. Plus, the track getting dry, everyone can just step up. So, super stoked to get third, and yeah, I think it's a good race to get a little bit of confidence and kind of I want that little bit more. So, no, really happy I came, and I was trying to come last year, and then some things at home led me not to come. So I'm stoked to come this year and have some fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. We talked about this a little bit earlier, but you recently had a child, you're a dad, and then you missed a few races, and you came back just seeming like with a seemingly new level of determination. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's always hard when you have a child or have some family stuff, and coming back, there's a lot of, I guess, doubt in people's minds of like, okay, he's got a kid now, he's looking at retirement. I'm 32 years old, you know, I'm getting on a little bit for this sport, especially the young guys like Asa and stuff coming through. So I just rolled into Mont Saint Anne, I was like, screw it, I'm just going to show them what I can do and have fun doing it. So Mont Saint Anne, I think, was a very, I don't know, like a stepping stone for me of just like proving to myself that like I'm not done yet and I want to do more. So it's going to be hard to replicate that this year at Mont Saint Anne, but obviously we'll give it a go and just trying to do it for all the dads out there.
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm pulling for you, you know, as a dad myself. So walking the course last night, there was one line that you contemplated of all the sections of the course. It looked like you invested a lot of thought into that move. And did it happen? And, you know, tell us a little bit about it. When you were coming in so much faster than you're used to, did it actually go through your mind one more time?
Yeah, I really wanted, it was in the very, very last wood section. There was kind of a skipper over a rock and then you had to like pick up over another rock. And I thought you could double it. Like it is possible, but obviously at the end of a run, your lactic acid is through the roof. And I did size it up in my last practice run, but it's pretty big. So I think I was just biting a bit more off than I could chew, but it would be sick. I think if you came straighter into that section and it was completely dry from day one, it could be done. Maybe it would have given me a second to win today, but no, I think it would be cool to try and do that one day, and it would be a good one for the fans to see as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I was eager to see if that unfolded or not, but either way, you rode smart and you delivered. Congratulations on an incredible performance here at the U.S. Open.
Yeah, thank you very much. Happy to be here.
Here with Kailey Skelton. Kailey, you kept everyone at the edge of our seats today. I know today wasn't the day that you were looking for, but you absolutely dominated the Pro Downhill Series. You won 3 of the last rounds with authority. You had a huge lead going into the finals, and something happened today. I still didn't get a chance to catch up with you, so what happened on track?
Yeah, the race run started so good, and to be honest, I was really proud of how I was riding because I've been struggling with a head cold all week and really was struggling today just to find energy and just tried to put it behind me and came out of the gate just so stoked and was just online and was lacing everything and did really good at the first 2 splits, was intact for first or second, and unfortunately got a flat starting at split 1 and then slowly just went flat to split 3 and then tried to continue to rally it down to the bottom and it just got too sketchy, and at that point I knew I had an overall on the line, which made it really difficult to figure out if I should keep trying to rally it or limp it down, because when I rally a flat tire, there's a high chance of that tire coming off of the wheel itself and getting jammed into your rear triangle. So I was just trying to figure out what to do, and I was like pushing in some sections and limping it through others, and yeah, luckily got to the bottom, and maybe I could have sprinted to the finish, but it just didn't feel right, and I thought I had lost too much time already. So yeah, really happy to be able to wrap up the overall in the end, and just so bummed about today, really, and we're stoked for Lake Placid next week, a little bit fired up for that. So yeah, is a great season, and thank you for giving us this platform to race in America, and I think all the riders love it, and we're really, really looking forward to next year.
Yeah, so, hey, you did what you needed to do. It's real interesting to hear how you adjusted your approach and knowing that you pretty much had the season locked, but there was a mathematical way that you could lose. So it wasn't done. You didn't win the championship before the last round. So really interesting to hear the thought process you went through. Like,
it was a better strategy, and yeah, it kind of confused me, to be honest, going down the racetrack, and I just did what I thought was right, and it ended up working out. So, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And great job, 2025. You won your 3rd national championship title, and you were able to win the Pro Downhill Series overall. So 2 huge, huge feathers in the cap for 2025. Great job, Kailey.
Yeah, thank you so much, Lars, and we're looking forward to next year.
Here with Gwin, the 2025 Monster Energy Pro Downhill Series overall champion. We were really excited when we heard at the beginning of the year that you were going to commit to the entire series. I have heard on some of your podcasts that it was kind of cool for you because, yeah, you're an 8-time national champ, but you never really had the opportunity to race a whole series domestically. So you did it, you delivered, dominant performances all year. You're on the podium all rounds but 1. And winning Mountain Creek. How are you feeling right now?
Good, man. It's a little bit of a mixed emotion for me today, to be honest. I definitely wanted to win the overall. That was a goal of mine this year. Wanted to do all the nationals, which I've never been able to do, and try to get the overall. So that was really cool, and I felt like I had really good speed all week like here. So I really want to try to win the race today, and yeah, the day just kind of unraveled a little bit for me, but it was good. Like I rode solid, I would say. Race run was okay. I was like making mistakes, especially at the bottom, which was frustrating. But overall, dude, it was a great weekend. I was really happy for Dakotah. He's been through like so much the last year, so it's always cool when you see like one of your good friends win, especially after all that. So, dude, it was just really cool to do all the races in the U.S. this year, like, and be around the fans every weekend, and like, so I'm just very thankful. Like, I've gotten so much love and support over the years racing, and we're usually in Europe racing World Cup, so I've never been able to do all these. So it was definitely special for me to be able to do all those this year, and to be able to like win the overall is really cool. So yeah, I mean, overall it was a great weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, you have a lot on your plate now. You're running a bike park, you host a national event, a number of other events throughout the year. You know, splitting time, East Coast, West Coast, and you know, running a team. So, you know, what would you say has been the biggest challenge? You won an overall series, but you also had other balls in the air. So
Yeah.
with all that going on, what was your biggest challenge this year?
I think just what you said, man, like all of it together, it just takes a lot of time to get it all done. So it's been a big push the last couple of years, and kind of coming off some big injuries. So it's nice to kind of have the base back. Bike park's doing well. Everything's kind of doing well right now. So my whole hope is to like kind of narrow the focus a little bit for the next couple of years, and like really put a proper push back into racing again. It's I'm really enjoying it right now, and I feel like the speed is good, and I'm kind of constantly frustrated that I don't have the time to do the things I feel like I need to do to kind of be where I want to be. So I think we're just trying to organize life in a few things so I can kind of get after it again. But it's yeah, I don't know. I love doing all that stuff, and I think, but definitely when you add it all together, it's just it's a lot of time, man. And if you want to win these days, these guys are kind of all in. So yeah, it's been a great kind of rebuild, I would say, and it's definitely like motivating for the future. Like I'm excited to kind of put my full effort into it again.
Awesome. And last question for you, Aaron. You came in with an 8-point lead into the series. Not quite enough to just be casual, right? Because
Yeah.
Dante is he's a formidable rider that you always have to think about. Like, but you came in with an 8-point lead. How much did the series overall weigh in to your approach this weekend versus? I know you always want to win, right? And I know
Yeah.
you had something to prove, so we're not doubting that for 1 second. But did it weigh in at all into your strategy for the weekend?
No, not really. I've always been somebody, like, I've been fortunate to be in a position to race for championships quite a bit throughout my career. And I always just tell myself we're racing for the win no matter what. Like, I don't want to try to conserve, or I feel like you just ride worse. And I just race to win. If you crash or you mess it up, whatever. So that I just kind of am all in if I'm going to do that. So I just kind of put that out of my mind pretty early this week. Obviously, I wanted to win it, so there's always like a little extra pressure when you got something like that happening. But I think for me, like I said, I've been so focused on just trying to like build my speed back and kind of get back where I want to be. And I felt good this weekend, so I was really just trying to focus on like riding my best and trying to win the race. So, but it definitely is cool when you come down and you look at the results and you're like, all right, we got that one, so that was cool. You think about it when the race is over.
Yeah, very cool. And you delivered. So 5-time World Cup overall, 8-time national champ, and now you got a Pro Downhill Series overall to add to the armamentarium of just awesomeness. So congratulations, and good luck in the next couple races.
Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.